Hello everyone, and welcome to How-FixIT. If your Joy-Con is drifting, not responding correctly, or the analog stick is moving on its own, or stuck in one direction, don't worry. This guide is here to help. In this video, I'll show you how to replace a faulty analog stick on a Nintendo Switch 2 Joy-Con controller. This is an easy, beginner-friendly repair you can do at home. No soldering required and only basic tools needed. A 2.0 tri-wing and a Phillips No. 1 screwdriver. Plastic pry tools and a pair of tweezers will also be very helpful during the repair process. You'll find links to all the necessary tools and replacement parts in the video description below. Before you open a Joy-Con 2, I highly recommend using a magnetic mat. Each controller contains many tiny screws of slightly different lengths, and keeping them organized is essential for a smooth reassembly. A magnetic mat allows you to place each screw in its own designated area, preventing lost parts and mix-ups. When it's time to reassemble the Joy-Con, you'll have a clear overview, ensuring that every screw is accounted for. It also keeps the screws securely in place as they stay attached to the mat. It's a simple tool, but it makes a big difference. In this video, I'm going to replace the analog stick on the left Joy-Con. However, every screw location, ribbon cable latch, and disassembly step is identical on the right controller, so you can follow along no matter which side needs the fix. On the back edge of the Joy-Con, you'll see two screws. Remove them using a tri-wing screwdriver. Remove the Joy-Con side panel to reveal two additional hidden screws. Once exposed, remove these screws as well. Using a plastic spatula, carefully pry off the back cover. Disconnect the battery and vibration module cables from the Joy-Con mainboard. Use tweezers to gently lift the connectors without damaging the flexible cables. Remove the release button from the housing. Use a plastic spudger to carefully pry out the ZL button. Remove the screws securing the middle frame. Gently lift the middle frame and remove the L button. Flip up the connector latch and disconnect the flex cable. You can now remove the middle frame from the controller. Flip up the connector latch, then carefully remove the ribbon cables. Be gentle to avoid damaging the connectors or tearing the cables. Remove the 7 screws securing the main board and side rail to the front panel. Once the screws are removed, you can lift out both the side rail and the Joy-Con main board. If some of the buttons or silicone pads have fallen out or are stuck to the board, don't worry. I'll show you how to reinstall them correctly during the Joy-Con reassembly process. Just make sure to keep all the pieces organized so nothing gets lost. Remove the 2 screws securing the analog stick to the Joy-Con front panel. Once the screws are out, you can lift and remove the stick module. If you're experiencing joystick drift, or if the stick is worn out and no longer functioning properly, replacing the stick module will resolve the issue. I've included a link to a replacement joystick for the Joy-Con in the video description below. Let's start reassembling the Joy-Con. Install the buttons and silicone pads onto the Joy-Con front panel, making sure each one is correctly positioned. Install the analog stick module and secure it with its 2 screws. Place the side rail and main board onto the Joy-Con front panel. Secure the main board and side rail with screws. Carefully reconnect all ribbon cables. Ensure each latch is fully closed for a secure connection. Connect the ribbon cable from the middle frame to the main board, then reinstall the middle frame into the Joy-Con housing. Reinstall the L or R button, depending on the Joy-Con side, and tighten its screws. Reconnect the battery and rumble motor cables to the Joy-Con mainboard. Finally, close the Joy-Con housing and tighten the last 4 screws on the outer shell. With that, your Joy-Con is fully reassembled and ready to be tested. On the Switch 2, go to Settings, then navigate to the Controllers and Accessories section. To test the analog stick, select Calibrate Control Sticks. The analog stick is fully functional and the drift issue has been resolved. If you found this guide helpful, give us a thumbs up and subscribe for more tech tips and guides. Visit our website for more tech insights and do-it-yourself guides. Remember, every tech challenge is an opportunity to learn and grow. I really appreciate you watching my video guide. Feel free to ask any questions about Nintendo Switch 2 maintenance in the comments. Thanks for watching How-FixIT, and see you in the next video.